Hey, guys and gals, this is Bloggy of the Broken Legion of Gamers, and it's time for another coffee time with Bloggy. But before we get into the subject of this channel, I got a nice little announcement to make. Um, Saturday, we have finally eclipsed 100 subscribers. So, as I promised you guys, there's going to be the 100 subscriber giveaway. There's just one problem with that. For the 100 subscriber giveaway, I want to do a Gaslands, basically a Gaslands prize package. And the good news is it's finally became available again through my local hobby store's distributor. But because of the beer bug pandemic going around, which is totally understandable, my hobby store had to close down due to New York State regulations to try and combat the beer bug. I understand hobbies are luxury items, luxury stores. They're only allowing the essentials to stay open. And New York's definition of essentials is grocery stores, pharmacies, and oddly enough, liquor stores. I think liquor stores are falling into a gray area of beverage centers being able to stay open. But let's face it, people are going to be stuck home with their spouses. Spouses on both sides, or both husbands and wives, are going to need the liquor store. So maybe that was actually a flash of brilliance by Governor Cuomo. But that's enough with the political stuff. So as soon as this whole beer bug pandemic is over, I'm going to get together the prize package. I'm going to get together another copy of the Gaslands rulebook, and I will post up how the giveaway is going to work. So bear with me. Please be patient. This is out of my control, out of my hands. And it's also out of my hobby store's hands. No, everybody's doing what they have to do to try and end this pandemic and get life back to normal. So as soon as everything gets back to normal and the shit stops hitting the fans, we will have the giveaway. And one of my goals this year is to hopefully get up to 1,000 subscribers. This is just going to be the first of a series of giveaways. I'm not doing one every 100 subscribers. The next one will be done at 250 subscribers. I'm going to hit the milestones. 250, 500, 750, and then 1,000, and then probably every 500 subscribers from there. And then at a given point, if it starts to become too crazy, which I doubt it, I'm a smaller channel and I don't really get the traffic that a lot of the bigger channels get, so I don't see... It would be awesome if by New Year's we eclipsed 1,000 subscribers. I'm not banking on it, and don't get me wrong, you guys are the original 100. Thank you. I love the support I get from you guys, and you will always be the original 100. So pat yourselves on the back. At the time of recording this, we're actually up to 101 subscribers, so we're already on our way to the next giveaway. I hope due to the beer bug, I don't have to do 2 back-to-back giveaways. Homie can't afford that. But now, let's get on to the actual subject matter of this video. My initial thoughts on most of the way through with the Gaslands rulebook. All that I have left to read is, I think, the 2 time extended parts, the campaign stuff and everything. I've read up to all the way through the game types or the scenarios. I've read through all the gameplay scenarios. So I'm going to give my initial feelings on this. And Mike Hutchinson, I can't pronounce shit. Mike Hutchinson did a really good job with this game. It's phenomenal. He gave a game that has a very low uh, barrier, entry barrier. Well, basically, all you need is this. Print out some templates, have some dice, because he even gives you the a conversion chart. This way, you can roll regular d6 your skid dice, and then to play, go to the store, pick up some Hot Wheels, pop them out of the box. This one's giving me a hard time, and well, this is a C7 Corvette Z06. So here's my performance car with a forward-mounted heavy machine gun and mine droppers. Boom, you got yourself a performance car. You got yourself a truck with turret-mounted minigun. Even the hobby aspect of this, there's a low barrier of entry, which was great. The rules, very easy to understand. By a new player's second or third gear phase, I can see them not needing any. I can see the training wheels coming off after their second or third gear phase. And then when you're ready, you can convert up. You can personalize your cars. This is one of my demo cars. This is a Honda CRX with a forward mounted machine gun and maybe armor plating, or just, yeah. So it's very easy to get in. He did a great job with this. And you can even, this is an armored truck with a turret mounted heavy machine guns. This is from Clear Horizon Miniatures. This is the perfect scale for Hot Wheels. Maybe it's a little short, as you could see, but perfect scale. This could be a heavy truck with turret mounted heavy machine guns. The hobbying is really easy for this game. He did a great job with the rules. He has a very well-rounded list of vehicles, very well-rounded list of weapons. I think this is the perfect beginner game for any new players. It's very easy to get into, low cost, very easy to, just like most games, these rules are easy to learn, hard to master. There's always going to be different things that you can do to it's going to take you a while to master these rules, but it's going to be really easy to learn and get playing and having fun. And you can just play with the quick start rules and the basic vehicles and basic weapons, and then you can start what he did when he wrote this rule set is you could plug in the rules that you like and don't like beyond the basic rules, and that was ingenious. One rule I don't like is the one where you touch the templates, you use it. I'm not a fan of that. My attitude is once you start putting it on, like, you should be able to look through the templates to find the one that you want. My attitude is once you start moving it towards the table, that's when you chose your template. That's what you're stuck with. You can't pre-measure in this game other than during the attack step. You can pre-measure attack ranges, I believe. That'll still stop the movement pre-measuring. That once you start moving it towards the table, then you're stuck using it. But other than that, the rules, and I could kind of see why I can see that he put that in there probably just to speed up the flow of the game so people aren't sitting there. I think that might have been for competitive during tournament play. This way people, when they gotta head they weren't just sitting there messing around with their templates. Oh, I don't know what I want to do. Hold on. I think that's what that was. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was just to this way people couldn't pick up the template, gauge it on the table, and yeah, I don't know. I didn't. I'm not Mike. I'm not in his head. I don't know what he was thinking. But just like with that every game, I'm not going to call them missed opportunities because through the time expanded, he can certainly add these things. I think there's still some stuff that he can do to further flesh out this game, whether it's through time expanded, more of those downloadable. I think the time expanded were campaign packs or whatever, but through future time expanded, I see two very common vehicle types they're definitely missing. One of them being a van. I'm surprised that hasn't hit the game yet. The other one is an SUV. Yeah, you could probably just use an SUV model and you could just use that as a truck or use the van as a truck, but they're totally different vehicles. Like an SUV, it could be like a regular truck, but it's also bigger. It could have another couple hull points. It could also have more crew and more build slots because it's bigger. It could, to me, it would be something in between a truck and a heavy truck. That's just me. But then also the van, you got the perfect template already there. You take an ambulance, you drop the uppers, downers, and then you just put it out there as a 17 can vehicle to start. And then have it the same amount of crew, the same amount of build slots as the ambulance, and you have at it. It's not a missed opportunity, but it's something that could be added to the game to make the games a little bit more colorful. No, not colorful. A little bit more diverse in the vehicle types, more vehicle diversity. There's probably a couple others I'm missing. I was thinking about the crossover, but that could fall into the SUV. I was thinking the minivans. Oh, here's a perfect one. A station wagon. The station wagon is a third vehicle that could be added. It could basically be a car with an extra crew member, an extra build slot, same hull points, same everything. He's gotten to the point where you can start thinking about these like subcategory cars, like you have vehicles, like you have the car and then the station wagon. You have the truck, then the SUV. You have the ambulance, then a regular van. It's just something that I had noticed that popped out at me. And the only other thing that popped out at me that he could do that I don't know if he thought of or if he's developing it and play testing it, legendary characters. He could where he could actually make up what type of vehicle they're in, like Rutherford. You see him in the rule book on top of what looks like a military Hummer celebrating his win. Well, put him in if you add the SUV by then, put him in a heavy SUV because for all intents and purposes, that's what a Hummer or an Excursion would be. They'd be heavy SUVs. But put him in an SUV, have it a locked type of weapons, and give him special abilities or special perks that only he has access to and that only he can bring to the table. And then give him a can value that give that card a can value that that's a locked can value, and you could only bring it one time per list. I think because of how well he wrote Rutherford, Miyazaki, Slime, the Warden, how well he wrote the backgrounds of the characters, even in those little snippets before the sponsorship all the sponsorship stuff in the fluff of the sponsorships, he he made these General Sanders actually looked. I'd love to play with him, and you can also make it that they can only be taken with certain sponsorships. In the case of like Rutherford, Slide, Miyazaki, or Slime. Did I say Slide? I meant Slime. You can only take them with their sponsorships. They would kind of be like characters from 40K, uh, Azrael for the Dark Angels, or Gaskell Thraka for the Orcs. They can only be taken in their armies. It's just something that I felt could definitely be added to this game. Legendary characters, and then give them their vehicle types. Like Miyazaki would definitely be in a performance car. I don't know what weapons she would use, and then you can give her a special skill that goes with the finesse of the Miyazaki sponsorship that she would have mastered. And it's just something I saw that could definitely be added to this game in the future, whether it's through a second edition rule book, which I don't know if one's being worked on. The Refueled one just came out in 2019, so I think a second edition for this game, that would be a little fast. Like, people are still heavily enjoying Refueled, even though Refueled is basically just Gaslands 1.5. It's the first edition rulebook with all the downloadable content rolled in. But I don't know. I think those are definitely things he could definitely add to this game through Time Expanded, and I think they would really broaden this game. Other than those things, I think this is a great game, and I would recommend it to anybody. Once this whole mess is over and my game store can start getting in the rule book, I'm already planning on doing demo games down there, and I'm going to talk to them about that. And again, this game rolling in my game store, because I've fallen in love with this game. Right now, for me, it's this and Adeptus Titanicus. And that's what I'm really looking forward to in the future. I still like Legion and Marvel Crisis Protocol, but these are the two games that really have my attention right now. And oddly enough, Gaslands is the one that I obsess over, the one that I find I've downloaded all the downloadable stuff other than the Time Expanded onto my phone, and I'm going through with the little quick start thing. What do they call it? I'm constantly looking through the graph of cars and weapons and doing builds and upgrades in my head. This game, it's became an obsession of mine, and I'm loving this game. I had fun building the 2 demo cars I built, and I look forward to building the rest of the cars. And I've even got other future projects for the channel that I can't wait to do on the channel. But this game has a very bright future, very, very bright future, and it's going to be around for a long time. And even if he doesn't add those things that I think should be added or could be added, this game is great as it is. But that's it for this one. I'm starting to ramble in circles now, so I think it's time to wrap this one up. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I'll definitely going to be back later on with another video. I'm going to give this one some time to get some traction, and then I'll be back with another video. I already know the video I'm going to be back with, but I'll see you guys later. If you like what you saw, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel and you somehow stumbled upon it through this video, if you like what you saw, subscribe and hit that bell notification. This way you can be notified anytime I put up any future content. And as always, whenever humanly possible, support your local wargaming. Here at the channel, we support Toy Wiz in Nanuet, New York, on Route 59, right across the street from the Dunkin' Donuts. I'll see you guys later.